is the dove. Now, we have a lot of doves in Australia. We're a conservative nation. Now, a dove is inward focused. They're into people. You know what their love language is? Security. They crave security. They demand security. So much so that when they buy something, guess what they do? They introduce a committee. Husband and wife. Okay, or you're selling to business and they say, oh no, I have to speak to our committee about that. Remember, doves do not want to lead, they want to follow. They like to have a chat. They are the best listeners out of all people. But recognise one thing and be warned. They listen to anybody. Just because they're listening doesn't mean they're buying, because out of all personality types, they are the most polite. Do not mistake their politeness for interest to buy. They're always polite. They put themselves last. So that's a dove. Making some sense? Now, if I'm trying to smash a dove, if I'm trying to close a dove, man, do I have to change. Man, I have to lose this aggressive language. I've got to actually be warm, be non-threatening and caring. I've got to match and mirror their body language, because 70% of communication is non-verbal. I've actually got to talk warm. If they give me a soft handshake, I give them a soft handshake. Okay? I've actually got to ask them really good questions, and I've got to show trust, because they respect trust. I've got to leave them alone too. One of the best closing techniques is to actually leave them alone. If I've got a couple or a business partnership that I'm speaking to, I will actually say to them, hey guys, what I'd really like you to do is, can you go home and think about it, and I'll give you a call tomorrow just to confirm everything. Don't put pressure on them. They're not into the sleazebag, aggressive sales techniques. Right? They have a natural distrust of salespeople. They don't want to be manipulated. So actually be imperfect to them. They actually respond very well to vulnerability and transparency. Be totally honest and be totally truthful at all times. Great techniques. There is also another classic technique. Learn how to downsell. See, if I'm selling to a dove and I'm actually trying to influence them, a great technique is to do exactly the opposite of what they expect. They're expecting you to upsell them, which you take them to a higher price product. You actually say, no. What I'd like to do, John, I've heard what you said. I don't think this is the right product or service for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend that you buy this product. And they're amazed because it's lower priced. And they go, wow, I can trust you. You get everything after that because you have just become their advisor. Because they tell all their dove friends, right, man, you should go and see Tony. You can trust him. You know why you want doves? Out of all personalities, they're the most loyal customers you'll ever have. They always come back to you. Eagles don't come back to you. They come to the deal. Guess what peacocks come to? The excitement. Once you're unexciting, you're boring. Like, you're not the flavour anymore. What's the fads? Where's the herd going? You got to like the doves, because the doves are actually worth getting. Because when you get a dove, I'm telling you, they tell all their other dove friends. And they stay with you for years and years and years. And they're very forgiving, even if you mess up. A dove is actually quite forgiving. They operate under a spirit of grace.